Hello, everybody. Welcome to Rumblin Wrestling. Yes, we're back with Rumblin Wrestling. A long time ago, we did a Rumblin Wrestling when I thought, well, we're coming up to WrestleMania, and it's WrestleMania season. So, on every Thursday, we're going to talk a little bit, and up to WrestleMania, I'm going to do a little bit how we should book a match for WrestleMania. And we're starting off with the women, of course, the Raw Women's title. And it's we're going to do a little bit switching around on the brands, and that is because to make it more interesting, to make it give also a little bit more shock value and easier to watch the product. That being said, that probably some wrestlers will be changing brands, so stick a little bit to it. So we're going to do a little bit. It's going to be a little bit complicated, but I'll try to explain why I do that. All right, we're starting off, of course, on Elimination Chamber, because there we have to go plant the seeds, as that is called. And by the way, if you're watching live on the live stream, don't hesitate to comment. Our live chat is open, so and I can actually directly react on your comments. So um, we're starting them off Elimination Chamber. And everybody who watched Raw, by the way, this week, you saw Nia Jax attack Sasha Banks and Bailey. Keep that in mind. Now, I don't suspect so much from Bailey to do something bad because she's the huggable, sweet, adorable, over sweetness. I'm a little bit tired of Bailey. I'll be honest. I think she's been booked very wrong, and it actually destroyed the character. And that's a shame because I think they should have done more with Bailey. But okay, nevertheless, on Elimination Chamber we have the Raw Women's Elimination title match in the Elimination Chamber, and we have Nia Jax on against Asuka. And if Asuka loses, then Nia Jax will be added to the Women's title match. Now, here's a few things you have to lose. I think she should, maybe even not on WrestleMania. Let her keep her for that streak. That will make it dangerous. Give a good booking sense. She's becoming the Brock Lesnar or the, you know what I mean, of the women's division. But I also want to make Nia Jax very dominant. Now, how can you do that? Well, it's very easy. You let Sasha Banks taking revenge for taking her out on Raw. So she will interfere in the match. Due to that, Nia Jax will lose. And she does it a little bit heavish way. You let her do the via disqualification, and you don't let Sasha attack Nia Jax. No, because then she will take to win. You make sure she loses that match so she won't take the title. Now, okay, what happens is then you attack Sasha Banks with Asuka. So, due to that, Nia Jax is getting disqualified. It's a little bit crossover, I know that. And you let Asuka go fight Charlotte, all right? So she's off to do her fight with Charlotte. I like that because you have the Empress against the Queen. Very easy booking on that. So we're staying with Raw. So you have the feud already actually built up for WrestleMania. That is Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax. All right, and here we'll go forward. Then we go to the Elimination Chamber match. And you let the chamber match be won by Sasha Banks. Now, that sounds very strange, but let it be. Sasha Banks coming as last and she wins the match. But then Nia Jax comes to the ring. Let her be this dominant, as they want to make this really big uber woman. And I'm not talking about that, but really, the strong woman. Let that rip her open that cage somehow and taking out Sasha. So, okay, cost you the match. I'm coming you after you now. You think you have the title match at Raw for Nia Jax versus Sasha Banks. Ah, 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 ah. Suddenly the music hits and Carmella cashes in the briefcase on Sasha Banks. And successfully. So, due to Sasha Banks, Nia Jax lost technically her title match on WrestleMania, but also the Just to One title, Nia Jax took that away from her. Now you got a very interesting feud here going on. It's a very easy build-up feud, what you can do. Due to Alexa Bliss has lost the title, and Sasha Banks and Carmella, let them have a fatal freeway. You make sure Nia Jax won't interfere. Due to that, Sasha Banks retains the title. Right? That's very simple. You do it somewhere on Raw. Make it something very interesting. You have a very big match set on Raw. Into that matter, you book Nia Jax for the women's title against Sasha Banks. You have a bloody good feud build up. It's a very good storyline. It's very easy build. I think Nia Jax should get a title. I think let her go on for a dominant rampage on Raw. You have the Money in the Bank also for the women. Also successfully cast in. I don't think Carmella should be a long title. That's why I'm going to make it short, but let her hold her. And it can also build directly Carmella's career up. Now, we're having, of course, a little bit repeat from the first Elimination Chamber. In WWE, can you remember when Edge cast in on John Cena successfully? You can technically Carmella, let her book just a little bit like Edgy, sharp, with the point, taking opportunity. I think that will fit perfectly on Carmella, and she's coming that kind of heel because at the moment Carmella is a little bit a dead horse, as I may speak. In that way, you can technically build everything up and from her. So you don't have to have the title on Carmella to do that, but she can, I like Carmella always a lot in NXT. I think she did wonderful with Enzo and Cass. I think she was great there. Also on the mic, she was over. But now you have to rebuild because Enzo is, of course, fired. Big Cass. Now that's what you can do is, of course. Now I know they're not dating anymore. That broke up apparently. What you could do is build something up on there, and technically, looks like they're reuniting, but then screwing each other also over. You know what I mean? And then you can build that from there. Again, you can build easy storylines about Carmella. I have some ideas what you could use. You could bring a little bit more attitude also area, and don't have to go bloody or using nasty words, but get a little bit sharpness to those characters again. And what you then do is also you can get actually hooks to continue and watching. Let it build up. And that's also for the same for Sasha against Nia. I know it sounds very unrealistic, but and what you could technically do somehow, if it's possible, have a double turn. And that sounds very weird. I think Nia Jax is at the moment, she could do it as a face. I think, she would do fine. And I love Sasha actually as a heel. I think she did her best work as a heel. I'm a little bit tired of with Sasha, the baby face goody good shoe. It doesn't make her really come to the title of the name the boss. If you're talking about the boss is already, pitchy person, talking about how how you should do it. And anyway, that's how I would do it. Yeah, because we're seeing, of course, because at the women, the problem I have with the women's division at the moment is due to all those, the first Royal Rumble women's match, the first women's elimination chamber match is nice, but you're actually killing the women's division. And I'm trying to say that there's not proper storylines built to it. It's just said, okay, we throw this women in there. It's the first women's Rumble offer elimination chamber. There's nothing built to up. And I think WWE should, step a little bit back and build it up again, because creativity is so dead. I mean, seriously, there's nothing built properly up for WrestleMania, and I'm worried the crap is out of it for them getting a really boring WrestleMania. And I hope that WWE looks into this and, hey, guess what? Hey, this is actually a very good storyline. This is how I would book it. Go a little bit more extreme. Try things that's never been done. Well, yes, of course, they have been done, but for the women, it could give a little bit edge. And actually, good storyline for the women. It's not always you're not going back to the divas where they're running around in their underwear and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I like that, but let's be honest. I think that the WWE should, get a little bit more storylines going for the women, because at the moment there's none. And I know it's a shame, because it would have been actually perfect that role for Sasha for Paige. But yeah, we all know what happened to Paige, and I would have really liked to see her done that for Paige. Now, yeah, of course, now I'll give it to the victim, but technically, can you blame Sasha for it? I mean, yeah. Now, this is actually one to let be for now. Let me know in the comment box how you would book the the Raw Women's title match. What you would do it, and what would you like to see for WrestleMania for the women's title match? And please, not the first women, I don't know, some sort of match. I'm a little bit tired of that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Take care. My name is Abbink. Thank you for watching this Rumblin Wrestling. I'll be back with next week with Rumblin Wrestling. Then I'm going to book another match for WrestleMania. And take care, and see you soon. Ciao.